YouTube. It is Sunday, April 19th, 2009, and I can't believe that I only have like 12 days, 11 days. I only have 11 days left of Veda. I was going to say 12, but then I remembered April only has 30 days. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. Then I forget the part that explains February. I think it might actually just be except February. But, yeah, I'm not sure. I know a lot of funny little, like parody versions of that, like, Thirsty Days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest are thirsty too, except the lady who makes her own homebrew, and then a few other ones, but I'm not gonna get into that right now. So, as you know, I rarely have ideas for my vlog with the Veda because I don't usually have ideas for my vlogs. Actually, no, I normally do, but I take the time to think about it, figure out what I'm gonna do, or I have something going on. I'm like, oh my god, life stuff is happening. Oh my god, stuff. But there's nothing going on. I'm doing finals. I mean, I have a Mr. Solid. I have a chocolate bunny, but this is the extent of my interesting life. A Mr. Solid, chocolate bunny, and finals. So, I got a bunch of questions from Tank and Jeans on my last video, and I'm going to answer all of them. I'm not going to read the comment, I'm just going to answer the questions. And I also realized that it probably looks really weird because I'm going like, it's just, I'm reading the questions while I do this, so I'm sorry if this looks weird. Okay. So, Tank and Jeans says, you have such a pretty name. Why or how did your parents pick it? Is there a story there? Well, to explain that, I have to explain my middle name, which is Mari. It was originally Marie, but I prefer Mari, so that's how I pronounce it, So, yeah, my middle name's Mari, and it's a kind of a nod to my grandmother Mary. So, my mom originally really wanted to name me Heidi. I don't know why she wanted to name me Heidi. I guess she just really liked the name. But after I was born, she was like, okay, Heidi Marie. She kind of shook her head. She's like, nah, that doesn't sound right. Okay, what goes good with Marie? Holly. Holly Marie. Oh, I like that. Yes, that's going to be her name. And that was my name. Interesting thing. Had I been a boy, my name would have been Stephen Kyle, and I'd actually have the exact same initials as my brother. His initials are SKP, which is pretty cool. Alright, so, Tank and Jean's next question is, what are your favorite and least favorite foods? Okay, I'm going to do this in, 2 divisions. Division number 1, snack food, or candy. And division, number 1 is going to be, actual food, like meal food. I know that I said that backwards, but anyways. Okay, so for, like, junk food and stuff like that, I really like chocolate. I love chocolate. I'm addicted to chocolate. However, as I've gotten older, my taste buds have evolved to the point where lots of sweet stuff really irritates me. Like, I love the taste of chocolate, but I can't stand the taste of sweet. Like, I like sweet things, but not too much of it, so I have the tendency that if I'm having anything really chocolatey, I'll either only have, like, a little bit, or it's a balance between something chocolatey and something salty. So it's usually like a chocolate bar and some crackers, or a chocolate bar and some chips. But I try not to have chocolate and chips together because that's just bad for you. So it's usually just like a little bit of chocolate. In terms of junk food I hate, there's so many things, really. I can't, like, think of anything off the top of my head, actually, right now. I thought I could, like, make this huge list. But it's mostly one of those things where it's bad for you and it tastes bad, so what's the point in making yourself eat it, right? It's mostly, like, just, like, fillings in chocolates, like strawberry fillings and other fillings sometimes, you go and you bite into a chocolate and you're like, what's that orange stuff? Like, I love orange chocolate, it's great, but, like, orange cream chocolates are disgusting. Oh. I have a feeling that a flamer is gonna, like, freeze on that moment and then, like, put, like, a little thing in the vlog, like, hey, go to this minute at this second and you can see something really hilarious it'll be me making in the face, and I'll be like, screw you, deleted. Alright, and for food that I like, real food, I really like Chinese food, and I really like haddock. Haddock, I love haddock. I'm just absolutely in love with haddock. I love mushroom soup. Mushroom soup is so good, but only cream of mushroom soup. It's not that I have anything against like mushroom soup with other things in it. I'm not really a big fan of like most vegetables. And if you actually, I think, did like a list of the vegetables I like, you'd find that they're not technically vegetables. They're like fungi and fruits and stuff, technically. So yeah, fungi and tubers. Woo! Yeah, I like potatoes and mushrooms. It's yummy. So yeah, those are some of the foods that I really love. So yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna say that I really love Chinese food. I'm just gonna go with cream soup. Let's go with cream soup. Cream soup is my favorite food this week. Cream of, not really cream of broccoli. I'm not a really huge fan of cream of broccoli. I do like broccoli, but I'm not a huge fan of cream of broccoli. So cream of chicken and cream of potato and cream of mushroom soup. God, I want some mushroom soup. All right. And for foods I don't like, I'm not really feeling tomatoes right now. I like them for the most part. It's just I'm not really tomato sauce. I'm not feeling it. It's not my least favorite food. I've always been a really picky kid, so stuff that I actually really don't like, I don't eat. So I couldn't like think of what these things would be off the top of my head. I just know there's certain things you put in front of me. I'm like, oh, no, you go away. I'm gonna go with peas. I don't like peas. Mostly because my parents, they get the canned peas. And then my dad, what he does is he gives us some peas. And he takes the juice. And he like pours it onto his potatoes. And then he like takes the juice from cooking the corn. And he pours that on his potatoes. And he mixes it together. And it's... So yeah, we're gonna go with peas. Peas is my least favorite food. I don't actually think I've eaten peas in a really long time. Shepherd's pie. Freaking hate shepherd's pie. It's like a bunch of things I like and a couple things and like one thing I hate, and you put it together and I'm like, eh. Because I mean, there's like beef, yeah. Potatoes, yeah. Corn, okay. I like corn. Corn's cool. Carrots, alright. I'm not a really big fan of carrots normally, but I like carrots and stuff. Carrots and stuff's good. Peas. No. You mix them together, it's like bad. Speaking of which, my friend today, she decided she was going to make a bagel pizza. You know, when you take a bagel, you cut it in half, you put tomato sauce and cheese on it, and you heat it up in the microwave or the toaster oven or whatever. Okay, so there were blueberry muffins. Blueberry bagels, not muffins. But they were blueberry bagels, and she made it anyway, and then she bit into it, and she made this face, and she's like, it tastes so bad. I'm like, well, what did you expect? She's like, but they're so good apart. Why can't they be good together? And I'm like, yeah, I don't really know. So that was a convoluted answer to foods I dislike. I find that there's a lot of foods I dislike, so it's really hard to find like my least favorite. And also, like I said, I don't really think about food I dislike. And finally, what is your perfect first date? Okay, so ideally what I like to do on a first date is I like to go out for drinks or coffee and just sit and, talk and get to know each other. I try to not talk on a first date, because I talk a lot normally, and I talk on a first date and suddenly it's like nothing's getting sad. But yeah, just like, like sitting and having a drink and listening to the person talk. And also it's a nice situation because it's only like an hour, maybe like half an hour that you're spending time with the person. So there's no like awkwardness. You're like, okay, I'm done. It's time to go. Fine. And then you can decide if you want to talk to them again or not. But I mean, my perfect first date, like, if I knew I liked the guy and we weren't trying to like get to know each other, wow. Okay, I think I figured out what tomorrow's vlog is going to be. Tomorrow I'm going to figure out the answer to what my perfect date would be. So I'll have that for you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Well, I am just a Tuesday in a world of Friday nights, and I get choked up on the foreground. No, I never get it right, or not with one foot on the fence, not with both to one side. Where's your memory when you've made up